Good evening, Nigeria. Welcome to StudioHub Podcast, your place to laugh, learn, and share stories about everyday life in Nigeria. What are we going to be talking about this night? We'll be discussing the challenges everyone faces in Nigeria, such as fuel prices, electricity issues, traffic, student struggles, business challenges, and how we can survive and thrive. So where are you watching from? Type your city in the comment section because it's going to be hot tonight. Who has ever stood in the fuel queue this week? Type yes in the comment section. Let me see. If you know that you've stood in the fuel queue this week, type yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Someone has typed yes. You know, someone, the electricity went off, fuel is scarce, and my generator is hungry for money. That is the real life in Nigeria. Number one, fuel prices and generator. Let's start with the fuel. Fuel prices are high, and generator fuel is consuming our money quickly. And these problems keeps on being consistent. Transport costs are rising, fares are getting more higher every single day. Families are spending more cooking, commuting, and daily activities are more expensive. Small shops and offices rely on fuel and to keep running their businesses. But the fuel is on a high cost and it's draining. Funny part, people queue for fuel like they are waiting for VIP concert tickets, which is very, very funny. What is the solution? You have to plan your trips very well. You understand? Get a small solar charger or lamps for the business owners. Shop owners can plan fuel usage, efficiently. Do you understand? So don't let this problem weigh you down because we understand the situation of the country at this moment. Everybody is frustrated. Let me ask you a question. What is the longest you have ever queued for fuel? Type in the comment section. I know that the issue of the fuel now is kind of trending now on every of the social media, and everybody is, complaining that, there's no fuel, the fuel time has reduced and all of that. Electricity in Nigeria is very, very unpredictable, especially this time around. Students struggle to study at night because of, electricity and all of that. Shops find it hard to operate. Families spend extra money on generators, which is quite unfortunate. We understand. I really understand the frustration and everything. I'm charging my phone with a solar lamp. Andrew is standing by like a bodyguard, even when you are charging your phone with a solar lamp. This is quite funny. So, solar lamps and small panels. So, these are a very situation that is really affecting everybody's mentality and mindsets. Myself and my colleague, we talked about survival mode versus strategic mode. As the government is trying to put the masses into the survival mode instead of the strategic mode. The everything is getting more expensive and intense, even to bills are getting more higher, and everything seems not to be moving on well like before. A lot of things has reduced. Even the food that students are taking to school now has reduced because of expenses. If you go to the market now, you want to buy pepper, you want to buy food ingredients, everything is on the high side. Grocery shopping in Nigeria is like playing the lottery. You never know the final price. This is quite funny. All these things shouldn't weigh us down. It's better makes us stronger because there will always be a way out of no way. When it seems that everything is tight and everything looks impossible, there's always a way out. This issue of fuel scarcity electricity challenge has affected a lot of small businesses, even big businesses. That's affected every organization, every department in Nigeria. So, and it seems like, what am I going to do? Don't give up and don't lose hope. Just re-strategize. The best thing is to what? Re-strategize and plan uniquely. You understand? A lot of people complain about the old situation. I understand that everybody is frustrated, but there is always a way forward in every problem. So don't, because of Nigerian problem, now give up on what you are building. Think strategic and be more wiser than even the government that seems to put us in a survival mode. It is when you strategize out of this problem, as some people are complaining, some people are not complaining. And who are those people that are not complaining? They are people that are strategic in terms of their reasoning, in terms of their plan. They've planned ahead of the government wahala. They plan, they know what to do at every point in time. If you are a business owners, please look into what has been the problem and reduce every cost. If you have been using electricity light, I know that solar light is very, very expensive now. Solar power is quite expensive now, but there's some solar power that are very, very affordable. You can get those ones and try to help and run your businesses. Let your business move on, and don't stop, and don't, because of the economic situation, now stop what you have in plan for yourself. Be strategic more than what is really happening around you. Then set up for the families and for the students that have been affected. Be strategic with your reading. Change your timing. Some people love to read in the night because of their nature, but because of the economic situation, you don't allow those problems to affect your academics. Be strategic. Plan to adjust your reading time, your reading pattern, and so that you can achieve your aim by being the best of the best among your colleagues. So don't allow the economic situation, don't allow the strange electricity challenge that is really affecting everybody now to stop you from achieving your aim. Please be strategic. Be strategic in your thinking, in every of your plan. Be strategic. Plan ahead, and don't plan for today alone. Plan for future purpose. Plan for future purpose. There is high cost of living. First, reduce everything that might put a stop to your earnings, to your income, to your business. Everything. Put a stop to overspending. Don't spend too much. If you are drinking 10 bottles of beer, you have to reduce it. Cut your coat according to your sizes, and don't let the situation keep you on hold. Move on and be more strategic. Then copy strategies, because there are some strategies that you have been using before that doesn't pay you. Look for strategies. Read books. Listen to motivational talks. Listen to programs like this we are doing now. We are putting you on the limelight for you to be stronger and not be discouraged. I understand the situation. People are being psychologically affected because of the survival mode that the government has forcefully put them in. But now you, as a person, needs to come out of that survival mode and be more strategic. It is when you are strategic that you can leave that survival mode that you have been living on before. So when you when you don't look at the problems that you are facing at the moment, and you are more strategic, you will find yourself being on the stand and being successful, and all your achievements, all what you are passionate about will come to reality. So don't stop and be more strategic. Don't be affected. Don't be demotivated. Don't be discouraged. Always aim high and be strategic. And I wish you all the best. This is just a piece of advice from me to you. I remain your boy, Michael from TD Studio Hub, and this will be coming to your platform on Facebook, on TikTok, and on the YouTube every week. And I look forward to see you next time. I love you. Follow me on my channel, YouTube. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Facebook, and you can follow me on TikTok for more motivational talks. I wish you happy weekend and enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.